Your tax statement can be confusing and difficult to understand. Let's take a look at the Lubbock County Appraisal District's website as Brandy demonstrates how to access your property and make sure that you're maximizing your tax savings.
Let's start with how to find your property value online. If you will go to lubbockcad.org, it will bring up the property search tab. In there, you're going to put your quick reference number, your name, or your address into the search. Let's look up this one. Once you put that up, you'll click on your property out of the drop-down. For this property, the first thing we're going to look at is the 2025 market value. Market value for this home is $462,070. If you'll scroll down, you'll see the 2025 value information. So on the market value, it's going to give you the total improvement market value. This is all the buildings and structures on your property. It does not mean necessarily that you've done improvements to your property. It's just another way of saying your home or pool or any other item that is on the land. So for this, it's $412,070. If you'll scroll down a little bit, it'll give you your land market value. The lot for this home is valued at $50,000, giving the total market value of $462,070. Below the market value is going to see the assessed value. The assessed value is what you are actually paying taxes on. So for this property, total improvement market value is the same, $412,070, and the total appraised value is $462,70. If you'll scroll down below, you may see a homestead cap loss. This is if your property has gone above the 10% increase from the previous year, or if you have a circuit breaker limit, anything that is showing that the property is above a 10% increase. You can highlight over here and it'll give you more information on explaining the homestead cap loss and the circuit breaker limit cap loss. So down below, you'll see the total assessed value is $334,818. This is what the property is actually, what you're actually paying taxes on. On the left-hand side, it's going to give you the 2025 owner information. It'll have any exemptions on the property. This is where you're going to see a homestead, ag exemption, disability. All that will appear right here. If you have an overage exemption, it is not going to say it right here, but you will be able to see that below. So if you scroll down, 2025 entities and exemption. Exemption amounts are going to be right here. The 100,000 shows you that it does have a homestead exemption. If there is a 16,500, 16,700, those will give you an idea that the property does have an overage exemption, even though it's not going to show you right here, because legally they're not allowed to. You will be able to tell because it will have those exemption amounts right there. So that's a way for you to quickly tell if the property does have an overage exemption or not. If you keep scrolling, you're going to see your 2025 improvements. This is where it's going to list everything that is on your property. So for this property, we see a main area, garage, MA2, which is an upstairs, a pool, and an addition. And then it's going to give you the square footage of all those. And this is where you're going to be able to make sure and check that if everything is correct on your property. If you are seeing an addition or a pool that's not there, that's definitely an extra thing to protest about, and make sure these items are correct and that the square footage is correct. And then it'll give you your total main area square foot right here. Land is going to be right here. If you have any ag exemptions, it'll show that as well. And then it's going to give you the 5-year history of the property, what the appraised value is, any homestead cap loss, and the assessed value. Now let's look at, if you'll click on your 2025 notice, it's going to give you the PDF version of the mail notice that you received in the mail this year. This is going to have the same information that we just viewed online. It's going to show last year's, your land value, your improvement, which is your building value of last year and this year, your total market value, and then your appraised value. So last year, the assessed value of what they pay taxes on was $304,380. This year it's $334,818. So you can see, even though the market value did not change, the assessed value and the appraised value did, because it did go up that 10%, and it will continue to until it reaches that market value. And then down below, it's just going to give you your protest deadline and let you know when ARB hearings begin. If you have any questions about your property, how to read your notice, or any information that was available online that you don't understand, please feel free to reach out to us and we can help you as best as possible.